Hey everybody, before we get into today's video, I want to give a quick shout out to the video sponsor. The Iceberg V3 Disc Golf Backpack from bergsbags.com is the #1 disc golf bag on the market. It holds over 40 discs. It is the most premium materials. It is the highest grade disc golf bag you can possibly get, and it is insane value right now. Use the code ICE10 for 10% off your order, and order soon because they are going very quickly. We appreciate your guys' support so much. Let's get into the video. So we are going to be starting off with Innova Champion Discs versus Discraft. Innova, in my mind, has always been the name brand, and they've always seemed to sort of edge out Discraft all the way up until obviously the present. Things change, and we will talk about that. But Innova, to me, has always been the name brand, and Discraft went through a period where Nate Doss was winning world titles, and they had some very phenomenal players on the team in the early days, but that's really before disc golf was super mainstream. And to me, Innova's always been the most accessible sort of name brand in disc golf. Whenever I recommend a disc or I'm comparing a disc to another disc, Innova's always in the conversation. Now, if we move to where I started playing, this kind of explains why I had that mentality. I started like end of 2017 to 2018 was when I really first started playing. And Discraft had almost little to no presence. And you might see some old guy with a old stalker from 2004 or something, just some really I just always thought Discraft was old discs for older players, and that was what I thought Discraft was back then when I first started. I didn't know any better, and they obviously make really amazing discs and they have a fantastic lineup. But at this point in time when I started playing, Innova was the brand. Innova was who you wanted to throw, and you wanted to throw Destroyers and Wraiths and KC Pro AVRs and KC Pro Rocks. Those were the discs. And this was a really good time for Innova because Discraft, in comparison, was almost non-existent. Now, we see the exact opposite happening now. If we change this to a 12-month chart, it gets a lot more interesting, where Discraft is consistently on top, and this is the Paul McBeth and the Brodie Smith effect. And Innova only really had a couple months where they had more brand recognition than Discraft. And currently Discraft towards the end of the season, absolutely dominating the game. Discraft is doing it right. They are putting their money where their mouth is, and they are paying for the players that are going to promote their plastic and win titles with their plastic. Now because currently Discraft's more popular, I want to look at dynamic discs because they have Ricky Wysocki. Let's see where exactly we are at in comparison. Discraft versus dynamic. So this was around the beginning of the season when there was the absolute most hype around new player signings. So a lot of people were throwing dynamic, and things got a little bit more exciting for them. But obviously Discraft has just been dominating them as well. Discraft, in my opinion, is the most popular brand on the market right now. And the last comparison that I want to do before we wrap up today's video is going to be Dynamic versus Latitude 64. Latitude 64 has such a fun and good YouTube channel, and nobody talks about it. They get so many views and so much interaction, but people don't really talk about it. I think that is the most underrated disc golf channel. Even though they're a big channel, they're so underrated. And we can see Dynamic was basically on top of them through the whole season. They had a few bursts of greatness here in August and September, but ultimately Dynamic is still a more popular brand, and I would say that's probably due to the Ricky Wysocki effect. I would like to say it's due to the Kona Panis effect, but she did not have a good season. She took 4th place at the Silver Series and I believe 6th place at the European Open. They put a lot of money on Kona to promote the brand due to her social media presence and her ability to come out and win tournaments, and she's just not really doing that. So I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section down below. Do you think Kona's going to pick it up, improve her game? Her rating's been going down mostly over the last year. She did not have a good year. So Ricky Wysocki's carrying the team on his back right now. So hopefully we can see some more action out of Kona next year. But yeah, I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section down below. What companies do you think are going to break out this year? And which company do you think is going to be the top dog? Go check out Berg's Bags. Use code ICE10 for 10% off your order over there on that Iceberg V3 Disc Golf Backpack or any of the other products on the website. Code ICE10 for 10% off. Comment down below. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. You're watching Iceberg TV, and take care.